Hey guys, Samuel7 here. Row 1, Sector 701, and Commando Pack here for Ogygia Moto 2. Going to be very interesting with our new format where we have the last place finishers start up front. Second row, we're going to have Cat and Vulcan. Just not really sure how that's going to go. I think it might be an interesting first lap. Third row, Hunter and Bean. Then in the fourth row, going to have Detail and Fireball, which is on this track probably the strongest row so far that we've seen. Then in row 5 we have Ump and Luke, who are both pretty fast, so this could be another strong row, but they're a little bit further back. Then we have Rebel starting in last. So here we go, guys. Moto 2 at Ogygia, and we're green already. Really fast start, lots of people all over the place. We have 3 wides already. Oh, was that Ninja Warrior, I believe? Or no, I think he was gone. So his Commando Pack already down. That's unfortunate. Commando Pack's gonna have to make up a lot of ground. 4 wide. How are they going 4 wide on Ogygia? This is ridiculous. This is not gonna work. Hunter going down. Ump getting cheesed. Actually keeps going. Oh, okay. There. Well, it saves it again, but then Fireball and Rebel, it looks like, getting cheesed. So yeah, I knew that knew that 4 wide was not going to end well. 4 wide on this track, just not a great idea. Battle for the lead right there. Looks like we have Cat and Detail. Detail making moves through the pack, just dicing his way through everybody, and he's battling for the lead with Cat right now. This is amazing. Detail was like in 7th or 8th on the start. He is now in the lead. Detail is your leader at Ogygia. Wow, absolutely crazy. Cannot believe that Detail has sliced and diced his way through the pack that quickly. That is huge for him. Remember, he got a 5th place in the first race, so if he gets a decent finish, could be a player in that overall. Cat, on the other hand, had a really rough first moto. Probably not. Same with Vulcan, probably not. But they're up there right now. Here we go to Luke and Ump working their way through the pack. I think this is 5th and 6th right here. So that would put Hunter in 4th. Oh, Vulcan getting a little cheesy. We're definitely going to see a 4-way battle here between these drivers. But what do you do? How do you get through this? Bean is coming here too, and he's probably thinking the same thing. But the way these people are battling in front of him, like, how do you get by? Oh, a little bit of screen lag cheese right there, and Bean gets cheesed off of that. Rebel also getting cheesed, and one of the keys to the race was consistency, and Rebel in this moto so far has just been getting caught in some rough incidents, and that's going to be very difficult for him to be able to take this moto if he's going to keep getting involved in accidents like that, or take the overall rather. Here we have Luke and Ump battling, Hunter as well, Cat and Detail. It's a pretty tight top 5 pack so far. Detail is pretty fast at this track though. He was right at the back of the semi, and he was also right on Ump's bumper at the end of the second heat. So if he can just hold on to that lead, very high chance of seeing him win this moto, because he is one of the fastest. Considering the fact that he's one of the 4 people that went to the semi, he's arguably one of the 4 fastest in this field. Although we have battles all over the track. Oof. One driver getting pretty rough right there, getting past. I think that might have been Sector. Yeah, I think it was Sector. Still have Cat in 2nd, Detail in 1st, and that 3rd through 5th battle between Hunter, Ump, and Luke is really close. And it looks like Ump's gonna try to make a move on Hunter on his inside, but then Hunter's gonna battle back right here. Yep, not gonna be able to make the move, and then Luke's right there as well. So gonna be a very decisive point in the race right here for all these drivers in the top 5. And then you have Fireball and Rebel battling right there, very hard for 6th and 7th. Rebel obviously trying to make up for some of those mistakes and trying to battle into that top 5, because if Rebel wants the overall with Detail where he is right now, I think Rebel needs to get 5th. Off the top of my head, no, actually no. Rebel would need to get 4th, so he's got to do a huge gainage right here and get up in the field, because getting up to ooh, I'm trying to make a move on Hunter, not able to do it, but yeah, trying to get up to 4th with where he's at right now, that's a huge gain. So Rebel's gonna need to settle it down and just start putting in some heaters and gaining time. Detail and Cat, actually this is very reminiscent of Luke and Rebel battling for the lead. Detail and Cat, very tight battle for the front 2 spots, although Cat not able to make any moves yet, but he's definitely putting the pressure on. Cat, one of those drivers without a moto win, although he has several second place finishes. So looking for him to get a Moto win at some point this season. Still a pretty good battle for podium. Hunter's trying his best to hold on, and it looks, I think Fireball's still ahead of Rebel, so Rebel needs to get by him quick, and then he just needs to put down heaters, because if he's going to get to 4th, that's going to take a lot of work. Oh yeah, Ump and Luke can slow down again. They are both all over Hunter. You can tell that they're definitely faster than Hunter, but passing on this track is very difficult, and Hunter's not made it easy on him so far. So, and they're losing a little bit of time being held up like that, and you can see that the other drivers are catching up as well as we go into the cave. Ooh, Hunter goes down, recovers really quickly though, stays in 4th. But Ump is going to take that podium position off of that. That's perfect for Ump because it's just literally like gifted 3rd place right there. Probably wasn't expecting that because I bet he went into the cave not seeing what was happening and then came out in 3rd and was like, what? Because that was just not very much visibility when you're actually driving the track right there. So, but now this is going to get really interesting because Ump gets by him. Ump gets by Hunter with Hunter making the mistake. Kind of like goes all back to what I was talking about in the heat races and the semis. That's kind of what you want to do here. Wait for people to make mistakes. So he played that out perfect. And then, but now Luke's going to have to actually pass Hunter. Oh, he's going for it, getting really aggressive. Goes down off of trying to pass Hunter, and he's all over the track trying to recover. And then Rebel's trying to make a dive move, but it doesn't work out very well for Rebel. He's going to have to recover super hard. Now he's in, what is this? Got to be like in 8th or 9th now. That is really unfortunate for Rebel. Just got caught up on Luke right there when Luke is trying to get back into the corner and get back into the battle, and Rebel is obviously trying to get by him because like Luke is right all over Rebel. So if Luke's in front of Rebel, that's a pretty tough pass for Rebel to make, considering the fact that they were like right on each other the entire last moto, very even in speed. So that's why he tried to make that move. Unfortunately, just did not work out. But that's a really unfortunate mistake for Rebel. He's had a tough time working his way through traffic in these second motos, and it costs him overalls as we hit the halfway point in this race. It costs him overalls a lot. He's really got to, I think that's the big thing. If Rebel's going to take the championship, he needs to work on his, I guess I could say, patience through the pack. I don't really think that was an accident of patience though. Like, that was totally worth it, I think. That move by Rebel right there, I would have made the same move. That was definitely worth it. But like further in the beginning of the race, work on the patience and just like getting a clean first lap or two, you know, getting settled wherever you are, just being clean those first 2 laps, and then settling in, putting down heaters, making gains, getting positions. I think if Rebel can improve on that and focus on that, work on that, I think he could easily be a championship contender. But in my opinion, that's definitely his weakness, is his battling through the pack. That's the area he needs to focus on. Anyways, here we have, so Detail, Cat, and Ump pretty well settled into the top 3, but this 4th and 5th place battle is interesting. We have Hunter and Fireball, and Fireball got first. He got that was like a southern way of saying it. Got 4th first moto, and if he gets into 4th again, if he gets double 4ths, that would be really good for Fireball. So he is gonna fight super hard right here on Hunter, especially since I think Fireball is faster than Hunter. I think Fireball's like in that top 5 of people on this track in speed. Very, very consistent, although he's extremely aggressive, and I would not be surprised if Fireball gets too aggressive here. This is kind of a caveat of Fireball's driving style. I would not be surprised if he gets too aggressive here and costs himself more than he would gain by just getting by Hunter. And Luke somehow is really gaining up to this pack. He's already here, already back in the battle with Fireball and Hunter, so he wants to keep that top 5 spree going and getting all those top 5s. So he's right here, but he's gonna have to battle with his teammate first to get into top 5, and then Hunter to get an extra position as well. But that's crazy that he's caught up, and you saw Rebel back there got by Bean, so Rebel could perhaps catch up to these people as well by the end. So Luke and Rebel, you can tell how fast both of them are. They're both putting down heaters, and it's working out for Luke, because Luke did not wreck as bad as Rebel. Rebel got hurt a little bit more by that, but I mean, Rebel's pretty fast. I think he could, with some mistakes, catch up to these guys right here, Hunter and Fireball, by the end. It's all a question of whether he can make the moves or not. Which I think Rebel's in 7th right now, and he needs to be in 4th. And you know what? If these guys, if Hunter stays up there and holds these guys up enough, Hunter is that 4th place driver, so if Luke or Fireball do not get by him quick here, could see Rebel catch up, maybe make an insane move, and get that 4th place position. He would at least be in position to compete for it. But it looks like Luke's going to try to make a move on Fireball right here. Oh, okay. Pinnacle of screen lag right there. Let's get an instant replay of that. Yeah. That's pretty much a perfect example of screen lag, because even this is the theater viewing right here, and even see it in theater, no contact whatsoever between the gooses, but Fireball still gets completely wiped out. So that's really unfortunate right there, and that's why you got to be careful in Halo, because of stuff like that. It's just really stupid. You have to be over careful when you're trying to make passes like that. But this is the real interesting pass for Luke's gain through the pack right here. And the lead is still the same, by the way. We'll get an overhead view of that in a second, but it's still Detail and Cat at the moment, and Ump still in 3rd, which Ump is not really getting away. I mean, we were talking about how Hunter's holding up people, but honestly, Ump is not that far ahead either. So if Luke can actually force a pass on Hunter here, he could catch up to Ump. And here we go. They're both really aggressive in the chicane. Oh! Okay, they get through it clean. Hunter almost could. They honestly both could have almost wiped out right there, but they both get through it somewhat clean without wrecking, I'll say that. And Luke's now in 4th and is setting his sights on Ump, and Ump honestly is not that far ahead, so even though time is dwindling here, could catch up to Ump by the end. However, Cat and Detail, they're pretty far gone. Also, Rebel, he might have to say goodbye to the overall at this point. The overall at this point is pretty much between Ump and Detail and Luke, because Luke could make a play in the overall if he gets by Ump. If Ump gets by Cat, he could make a play in the overall. So it's between those top 4 drivers. Rebel, there's an awesome Moto win to start the season, and if he gets some passes right here, he's working his way by Fireball. If he gets some passes right here, gets cheesed in the right. That's unfortunate. If he can get like 6th or 5th place right here, that would be some good gains for Rebel, because he would still, because of the heat win, be pretty close, even though he wouldn't get the overall. As they run, he would lose it by like 1 point. So that's still a really good points night for Rebel. So even though he's going to be disappointed if he doesn't get the overall, it could still be a really good points night for him. And that's, he's shooting for a championship. He needs to keep the big picture in mind. And man, we have a great battle right here between these drivers. This is going to go to the end as we hit the 2 to go marker. Right now, it looks like Detail, as long as he stays consistent, has run away with it. He has gotten a pretty nice gap on Cat. Although 3rd and 4th place battle could heat up by the end, and then 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th is all tight in a pack. So, gonna see this battle for this race go to the end. We're not gonna know the results until the race is over. I think there's going to be some changes in that pack right there, that 5th through 8th pack. I think there's going to be some changes there. Oh, Fireball trying to make moves on Hunter. I can see it. And they're both going pretty wide. And Bean's even trying to make moves. Oh, man. That is getting way too tight right there. That pack is going to wreck. I'm convinced they're gonna make a mistake or something here. Oh, Hunter's lagging. That's not good. Hunter with some lag spikes. Oh, no. Fireball gets cheesed. And there goes Rebel. There goes possibly Bean as well. Oh, no. Fireball with a good outside run, actually. He's able to hold on to it. That is unfortunate with those Hunter lag spikes. But now Rebel's in a position where he could get to 5th place. He would not be able to take the tiebreaker for the overall. But if he got 5th, I mean, actually, no. Now that I think about it. Yeah. Rebel, if he takes 5th, I'm not really sure in the point situation. I think he could take the overall if he takes 5th. So this is huge for him. We'll have to see if he can get by Hunter. But we are on the final lap. Detail and Cat having a solid run. It looks like those guys are going to get some good podium fit. Oh, Fireball actually gets passed by Bean right there. Remember how I was talking about being over aggressive? He could have easily just held on to like 7th place, but got a little too aggressive there. Oh, Rebel, that was it. That was it. That was the move for the overall. He couldn't pull it off. He went super hard on Hunter, but now Hunter's got a gap. That's probably it. But this 3rd and 4th place battle, though, is close. Luke's actually closed the gap with Ump. We might have a battle all the way to the end here. There's about 2-3 goose lengths separating them now. It's all if Luke can close that gap in the next couple corners, and he has. He's right there on Ump now. He's right behind him. He's going to have to go for a move now. You're going to see the dive. Ump goes a little bit wide. Luke's just there. He's going to have to go for a crossover. He's going to have to hope Ump gets some second gear. But we're going to go to the finish. Detail takes the win. Cat is going to take second. And then there it is. How is this battle going to conclude? Really close photo finish, but Ump is going to take it. Luke's going to take fourth. And then, yep, like I said, Rebel, he went for it. You could see it on the screen before. He totally went for it, but just unfortunately wasn't able to make the pass. Now that I think about it, I think if he got fifth, he actually would have gotten the overall. So that was the move for it. Wasn't able to pull it off, but he went for it. Valiant effort out of Rebel, though. He stuck with it, so good job for him. As you see the results going through the screen, actually a close finish between Commando and Sector in the way back, but it was close between them. And there you see the points, and it's going to be 30 for Detail after he gets the bonus point for winning the overall. But yeah, that's what I was saying. Rebel actually would have taken it if he got fifth. So, man, that was crazy. There's battles all over that track, so many implications, and there you see it right there. So it goes to 30 for Detail. So he's your points leader. And look at these points, super close, super interesting. We have a season on our hands, boys. Really competitive season on our hands. Hope you're excited to watch the rest of it play out with us, as we're gonna see one final shot to show you that photo finish. Really close. Hope you guys enjoyed Ogygia. See you next time.